Closing market comments for Tuesday, June the 22nd. Markets opened higher last night but failed to hold. Traders bought early on lower crop conditions that were released last night, mostly west of the Mississippi. As the day went on today, only the weather forecast turned to wetter for the 6 to 10 day forecast, and traders quickly became sellers again. At the close, corn was down one on old crop, or up one on old crop, down 18 on new. Beans were down 20 on old, down 17 on new, and wheat was down 10 cents. Just not much fresh news in this market other than weather forecast, and that's what the driver is. Everybody's watching the weather. If you look right now, the extended forecast for the 11 to 15 continues to be dry, but traders are thinking that because they're calling for rain in the 6 to 10, we're going to get rain, everything is going to be good, and the crop's going to be great. And that's the way this market's reacting. We've seen this going on in the trade now for the last couple of weeks, where it's all about weather and all about the rainfall, and that's what we're watching. And I don't see it changing in the short term. Otherwise, in the markets today, the dollar was higher early, but sold off to close down 151 at 91.730. Gold was down $4.80. Silver was down 225 points. Crude oil down 58 cents at 73.08. Stock futures were about the only thing higher today, with Dow futures up 85, Nasdaq up 137, and S&P up 22. But we've seen quite a bit of pressure in that market recently. As I said, weekly crop conditions were released yesterday at 4 o'clock. Corn was rated at 65% good excellent. That's down from 68% last week and 72% last year, with the trade guesses that they would be down 2 to 4%, and we were down 3. Indiana was down 3% at 70% good to excellent. Illinois down 4 at 64. Ohio was up 4 at 76. Michigan up 5 at 60. They were getting rain in Michigan. Iowa down 7 points at 56. That compares to a year ago at 85. So they're down 29 points from a year ago. Minnesota was down 7 at 50%. They were also rated 85% a year ago. And Nebraska down 1 at 83, South Dakota down 11 at 34, and North Dakota down 3 at 39. Soybean conditions were at 60% good to excellent, down from 62% last week and 70% last year. Trade was expecting 2 to 4% lower. Indiana was down 3% at 70. Illinois was up 3% at 66. Ohio up 1 at 72. Michigan up 4 at 57. Iowa down 4 at 57. Minnesota down 8 at 51, Nebraska down 4 at 84, South Dakota down 12 at 33, and North Dakota down 1 at 23% good to excellent. Bean conditions are continuing to slip, even though we are seeing some rainfall as they talk about. Beans are now 97% planted nationally. That's up 3% from a week ago, up 1% from last year, and up 3% from the average. Soybeans were 91% emerged, up from 86% last week, 88% last year, and 85% on the average. Winter wheat conditions were rated 49% good to excellent. That's up 1% for the week, and 3% below last year. Indiana was down 1 at 76. Illinois up 5 at 87. Ohio down 1 at 76. Michigan up 8 at 63, and Wisconsin unchanged at 81. Winter wheat harvested was 17% this week, up from 4% last week, but below last year at 27 and the average at 26. Indiana was 12% harvested, Illinois at 12%, Ohio at 1%, Kansas out west at 13%, and that's where the big difference is why we're behind last year. It's not the eastern corn belt, it's the western plains that are behind. Spring wheat conditions were at 27% good to excellent. That's down from 37% last week, a 10-point drop, and 75% last year. Minneapolis wheat at one time was trading up 30 cents. The Canada crop on spring wheat is also very dry and having similar issues. And there's a lot of talk about the spring wheat crop being bullish. Unfortunately, soft red wheat that we grow doesn't fit to replace hard red spring. So we'll have to see where that market goes going forward, but certainly looking at some strength there. Just a reminder, the next report will be out on June 30th, a week from tomorrow, and we will have a report the day of that coming out. It will include updated planted acres. We did see Pro Farmer out yesterday with numbers that were higher than USDA, as we've seen in IHS Informa out all along at considerably higher numbers. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. A lot of rumors flying around today about China buying more dew crop beans, but nothing announced. We'll have to see. They did buy some over the weekend. Thanks for watching.